They look like a cross between a raccoon, a teddy bear, and a cinnamon roll. They're not related to pandas, not particularly red, and they're not great at surviving. But somehow, the world still can't get enough of red pandas. And neither can we. Also, drumroll please, this is our 10th episode. Thanks for sticking around through lions, crocs, capybaras, and killer fish. Now let's celebrate with some top-tier cuteness. Welcome to Wildlife Lounge, the coziest corner of the animal kingdom, where creatures are wild, facts are wilder, and the narrator probably needs more coffee. Red pandas go by the very fancy name Ilurus fulgens, which literally means shining cat. Not bad for an animal that looks like it was designed by a committee of plush toy manufacturers. 1 part raccoon, 1 part fox, a dash of housecat, and maybe just a sprinkle of teddy bear for good measure. With their rust-colored fur, button noses, and permanently startled expressions, red pandas look less like creatures forged by evolution and more like mascots escaped from a particularly adorable anime. But don't let the cuteness fool you. Behind those big eyes lies the heart of a leaf-munching tree ninja with a serious flair for drama. These fuzzy marvels weigh around 6 to 14 pounds, 3 to 6.5 kilograms, and stretch out to about 20 to 25 inches, 50 to 64 centimeters, not including their long, bushy tails, which add another 18 inches of pure decorative fluff. Speed. They're not going to win any marathons. Top speed's about 24 kilometers per hour, 15 miles per hour, usually when running away from responsibilities. You'll find red pandas in the mountainous forests of the Himalayas and parts of China, Nepal, Bhutan, and Myanmar. High altitudes, cold climates, and lots of bamboo. It's basically the Airbnb listing of their dreams. Picture misty forests draped in moss, towering evergreens, and bamboo groves as far as the eye can see. It's a peaceful, chilly paradise perched anywhere between 2,200 to 4,800 meters above sea level. Just high enough to make your ears pop and your hiking boots regret their life choices. Red pandas thrive in this leafy, cloud-kissed habitat, where the temperatures stay cool and the drama stays low. No cities, no crowds, just a spa retreat for introverted fluffs who want to nap, snack, and vibe in solitude. Even though they have pointy teeth and are technically classified as carnivores, red pandas are veggie lovers at heart. They eat almost exclusively bamboo, with the occasional egg, fruit, or insect tossed in for variety. To survive, they have to munch through up to 20,000 bamboo leaves a day. Honestly, same energy as me when I say I'll have just 1 chip. Red pandas are endangered, with fewer than 10,000 left in the wild, and that number is still dropping. Their biggest challenges: a deadly combo of deforestation, habitat fragmentation, and good old-fashioned human interference, as their forests are cleared for agriculture and development. Red pandas are left with smaller and more isolated patches of habitat. Think of it like your favorite coffee shop shutting down, and the nearest one being 3 mountain ranges away. Natural predators include snow leopards, martens, and, more surprisingly, domestic dogs. Yep, your fluffy golden retriever might be a danger to a red panda if it wandered too close. But it's not just nature that's the problem. Their most pressing human-made threat? Selfie-seeking tourists who get a little too close, and the illegal pet trade, where red pandas are treated like living plush toys for the ultra-rich. Spoiler: they don't make good pets. They're shy, solitary, and have very specific bamboo-based dietary needs, not exactly apartment-friendly. So if you're lucky enough to spot one in the wild, do the right thing. Admire from a distance, resist the urge to feed it, and absolutely do not try to smuggle it into your 1-bedroom walk-up, no matter how cute it looks in your camera roll. In 2015, a red panda named Rusty escaped from the Smithsonian Zoo in DC using nothing but his fluffy tail and a healthy sense of adventure. He was found a day later chilling in a nearby neighborhood, munching leaves like it was no big deal. When you're cute, even breaking out of federal zoos turns into a wholesome headline. If you'd adopt a red panda right now despite having no bamboo, no trees, and barely enough snacks for yourself, go ahead and hit like. If you've ever confused them with raccoons, Firefox logos, or thought they were just spicy foxes, leave a comment and we'll pretend it never happened. And if you want more weird wildlife every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, smash that subscribe button like a starving red panda pawing at a locked bamboo fridge. We're not saying we're desperate, but if we were a red panda, we'd be clinging to your leg right now. Red pandas use their big, bushy tails as blankets in winter. That's right, built-in winter wear, no shopping required. It's cozy, it's functional, and it's probably warmer than your overpriced duvet. They wrap themselves up like fuzzy little burritos to survive the Himalayan chill, and frankly, same. Now here's a fun feature. Red pandas have a false thumb. It's not a real thumb, but an extended wrist bone that acts like one. Why? To help them grip bamboo better. That's right. Evolution gave them nature's version of chopsticks. They're out here snacking with more finesse than most of us using actual utensils. They're also mostly nocturnal and crepuscular, meaning they do their best work at dawn and dusk, those mysterious twilight hours. Think of them as the shy, bushy-tailed roommates of raccoons, sneaking around the forest while you're still trying to figure out how to use the snooze button. And while they're usually pretty quiet, red pandas actually have a surprisingly broad soundboard. They can squeak, twitter, and even make a bizarre sound known as the huff quack. Yes, huff quack. Like a confused duck who's also mildly offended. Scientists named it. We just appreciate the chaos. If that's not proof that nature has a sense of humor, we don't know what is. Myth. Red pandas are baby giant pandas. Truth. They're not even close. They're in their own unique family, Iluridae. In fact, they were discovered before the giant panda and were originally the panda. So in a way, giant pandas are the knockoffs. Let's say you put a red panda up against a capybara. Capybara's got the size, the chill factor, and can swim like a pro. Red pandas got tree climbing, sneaky escapes, and weaponized cuteness. Verdict. Capybara wins in a wrestling match, but red panda wins your heart, and might climb a tree to avoid the whole thing anyway. In ancient Nepali folklore, red pandas were known as habans, a name almost as cute as the animal itself. Locals believed that spotting one in the wild was a sign of good fortune, like nature's version of winning the lottery, but fluffier. Some stories even suggested that red pandas were guardians of the forest, quietly watching over travelers from the treetops. Which honestly tracks. They've got the mysterious stare and ninja-like tree skills down pat. And now for a plot twist worthy of a browser history deep dive. That Firefox logo you've been clicking for years? Not a fox. Nope. It's actually a red panda. Let that sink in. You've been misled by a cartoon marsupial imposter this whole time. Okay, not a marsupial either, but we're all confused here. The browser was originally going to be called Firebird, but they switched to Firefox, a nickname for, you guessed it, red pandas. So technically, every time you open a new tab, you're channeling the spirit of a bamboo-munching Himalayan icon. Internet speed. It's alright. Iconic branding. 10 out of 10 would climb a tree for. Stealth experts. Their reddish-brown fur blends into mossy trees and reddish bamboo, making them basically nature's ninja plushies. Incredible balance. They can rotate their ankles 180 degrees to climb down trees headfirst. And of course, that tail, used for balance, insulation, and making every photo look 400% more adorable. Let's see if you've been paying attention. What does a red panda's scientific name mean? 1. Fire raccoon. 2. Shining cat. 3. Sleepy climber. 4. Bamboo goblin. Answer at the very end. Thanks for joining us for this 10th wild episode of Wildlife Lounge. Whether you've been here since episode 1 or just stumbled in like a curious red panda into a campsite, we're glad you're here. We've explored the forests, the rivers, the savannas, and trust us, we're just getting warmed up. Be sure to stay tuned, because we've got even more weird, wonderful wildlife on the way. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There will be facts. There will be fluff. And yes, there will probably be more poop jokes. Quiz time. The answer was 2. Shining cat. That's what Ilurus fulgens means, and honestly, it suits them. They shine in every way that matters. So until next time, stay curious, stay wild, and maybe bring some bamboo, you know, just in case a red panda swings by.